Hello students, let's start with the chapter number 4, Basic Geometrical Ideas. So for starting of this chapter, let's revise what is the geometry, what is the use of geometry and from where geometry was originated. So geometry is one of the oldest branches of mathematics. Geometry is one of the oldest branches of mathematics. The other, from where the geometry word comes, the name is derived from the Greek word geo. The name is derived from the Greek words geo meaning earth and metrin meaning to measure. So the geometry word is derived from geo. Meaning of geo is earth and metrin meaning is to measure. So now in the introduction part, from where the geometry is originated and who given the contribution in that, the ancient Babylonians, Egyptians and Greeks all contributed to the development of geometry. Who have given the contribution? Babylonians, Egyptians and Greek. Ancient Egyptians are supposed to be the first people to study the geometry. This question may come. Who was the first ancient Egyptians? True, they were mainly concerned with the finding the areas of rectilinear figures. They have found the formulas. How can we find the area? How can we find the perimeter of rectilinear figures like rectangles, square, triangles, etc. They also developed the number of formula to find the areas of rectilinear figures, but there is no evidence that they logically deduced the geometric facts from a basic principle. उन्होंने find तो किया, but there is no evidence कि उन्होंने कैसे find किया from basic principles. We have the formula for all these areas, rectangles, triangles, square, all the rectilinear figures, but there is no evidence from where they have derived. Geometrical ideas are used in various fields. Which type of fields? Architect and engineers use geometry in planning buildings, bridges and roads. Planning building, bridges and roads. When we talk about the size, shape, position, area or volume of an object, we make a use of geometry. Whenever we talk about the size, shape, position, area or volume of an object, we make use of geometry. So navigators use geometry to guide boats. Navigators use geometry to guide boats, planes and spaceships. Thus, geometry is involved in every field of life. Geometry is everywhere. If you see around, you will find the geometry concept. In this chapter, we will learn about some basic concepts of geometry. We are starting from the basic concept of geometry. So first of all, what is the basic of the geometry? The basic of the geometry is point. So let's start with the point. Point is the basic shape of geometry. Point. A point is a mark of a position. It has no length, breadth or height. A point is a mark of position. It has no length, breadth or height. It has a position and location but no magnitude. It has a position means उसके पास कोई place है. Location है कि यहाँ पे point है but no magnitude means I cannot measure the length, breadth and height of the point. So point is a position. It has a position and location but no magnitude. A small dot made by a sharp pencil on a piece of paper. A small dot made by, if I will make a dot by a sharp pencil on a piece of paper, I am making over here. Can you see this point? I am making over here. Can you see this point? So these are the points. A small dot made by a sharp pencil on a piece of paper or a tiny prick made by a fine pin are the physical example of a point. यहाँ पे मैं point की बात कर रही हूँ तो what is the physical example? If I will make by using a sharp pencil, these are the point. A point is denoted by a capital letters such as capital A, capital B, B, C, D. So here I have drawn the 3 points. So I can give the name here A, here point B, and here point C. I have given the example here also. So you can see the box. These are the point A, C, B, Q, D, P. So how can I read point A, point C, point B, point Q, point D, and point P. A point is denoted by a capital letter such as A, B, C, D, P, Q, etc. Next is line. If the point of a pencil is moved over a sheet of paper along the edge of a ruler, the trace left represents a line. So what I told you, I am explaining that physically. If the point of a pencil, this is the point of the pencil is moved over a sheet of paper. If I will move this point of a pencil over a sheet of paper along the edge of a ruler, along this edge of the ruler, the trace left represent, whatever the trace left means, जो line बनी, this represent a line. A line has length only. If I will measure this line, it has a length only. It has neither width or thickness. Neither width nor thickness. उसके पास thickness भी नहीं है, width भी नहीं है. A line can be extended indefinitely in a both directions along its length. I can extend this line in the right hand side as well and from the left hand side as well. Two arrows in opposite direction indicate that a line is unlimited in length. Now I have to put the arrow at the two ends. This two opposite arrow indicates that the line is unlimited in a length. We can draw any number of lines through a given point. Suppose the one point is given, so I can draw any number of lines from the same point. These all are the line, and I can do the infinite number of lines from the same point. A line can be extended indefinitely in a both direction along its length. Two arrows in opposite direction indicate that a line is unlimited in length. Whatever I told you earlier, this is the written over here. A line is named either by a small letter L, M, N, P, Q, S, etc. or by using 2 points on it as shown in figure. Here are the two ways to give the names of the line. One, I can use the small letter, and the another one I can write the two capital letters. So here it's line L, or I can say line A, B. Next one, line segment. If you held a rope with both of your hands tightly, it gives an idea of a line segment. It has two end points. अगर मैं कोई thread ले लूँ, दोनों end point से पकड़ लूँ, it gives the idea of line segment, and it has two end points. The part of a line with the two definite end points is called a line segment. So here earlier we have drawn this line. So if I chose 2 points on this line, A and B. So this AB portion indicates the line segment AB. This portion AB indicates line segment AB. So here I can draw the line segment AB. It is denoted by AB and one horizontal line, line segment AB. Next is ray. A straight line extending indefinitely in a one direction from a fixed point is called a ray. From a point, if I extend only in a one side, it gives the idea of ray. A ray is shown by a solid dot on a one end and an arrow at the other end. How can we indicate the arrow? Solid point at a one end and arrow at the another end. A ray is shown by a solid dot on one end and an arrow at the other end. A ray OA with the initial point O and extending indefinitely in the other direction. Starting point is O and I am extending its infinite from point O to A. A से मैं कहाँ तक लेके जा सकती हूँ? Infinite, because here no end point. This is the end point. So here is the ray. Here in this figure, all the rays are originated from this point. This rays originated from this is. So these all are the ray. Ray has a one end point and one arrow. Next point, intersecting lines. Two lines having a common point are called intersecting lines. अगर दो लाइन के पास एक common point मिले means that lines are intersecting lines. So here you can see some examples are given. First one is a crossing rod. Crossing roads. You are seeing the road crossing roads. Here they are meeting at this point. So it is a intersecting point. Strips used for fencing. जहाँ पे कोई फार्म होता है वहाँ पे फेंसिंग करते हैं तो फेंसिंग वाली लाइंस भी here you can see this is the vertical, this is the horizontal. This both are meeting at this point, so it is the intersecting point. This is also intersecting point. When two lines meet at one point, that point is known as the intersecting point and that lines are known as the intersecting lines. So the common point is their point of intersection. Common point को क्या बोलेंगे? Point of intersection. So here you can see the two example. This line P and this line Q is intersecting at point O. Line P and line Q is intersecting at point O. So in the above figure, line P and Q meet at point O. You can see this line P and line Q is meeting at point O. So O is called the point of intersection of P and Q. So O is called the point of intersection of lines P and Q. Next, parallel lines. When two lines do not intersect, even if they are extended in both the directions, they are called the parallel lines. The symbol of parallel line is this type of two vertical lines together. Parallel lines means अगर मेरे पास दो line है उसको मैं दोनों side से extend करती रहूँ, then also they will not meet. They will not meet at one point. These lines are known as the parallel lines. Parallel lines do not intersect each other. So here is the example how the parallel lines look like. Line P and line Q. If I will extend both the lines in both direction, then also these lines will not meet at one point. So line P and line Q are parallel lines. In the figure, P parallel Q. This is the symbol. How can I represent the parallel lines? P parallel Q. Next, collinear points. Collinear points means three or more points are said to be collinear if they all lie on the same line. Three or more points are said to be collinear. तीन और ज़्यादा points को I can say it's a collinear if they all lie on the same line. अगर वो एक ही line पे हो तो line A, B, C. Here you can see more than 3 points or 3. Here A, B, C, 3 are on the same line. So the points A, B and C are collinear points. In figure, A, B and C are collinear.